I should press the button that makes us go live.
You should tell the world that you failed to press the button that makes us go live.
Yeah. I just felt like sharing that with the world, you know? But yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Game 2 of Nikplayer versus BrakeJake. There is no Game 3. It's just two best of ones. But still going to be very excellent, very exciting, very gaming. I'm Snatch Cartridge. I'm here with Derp. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I gotta say, we've seen a lot of these back-to-back best of ones. I think the same person has won both each time so far. You can correct me if I'm wrong about that.
I don't know the answer, but I would believe you. I just haven't been paying attention.
Well,
but
we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never
there's
know.
no possible way to figure out.
Yeah. Interestingly, they did choose to swap sides on the restream. Nikplayer was on the right in Game 1, and he is on the left now in Game 2.
That's hype.
Very hype. I just felt like pointing that out. You know, because there's...
I don't know how that one happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know how that one happened. It's because they submitted it like that.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, like, you gotta submit twice anyways, so... Spice it up.
I remember I did that for one of my map rando races for the recent tournament, and then after I submitted it, I was like, wait, this is just gonna make everything miserable. I was like, here's the real Game 2, ignore the other one. Please.
Can't believe you would do this. We got a space jump start, so pretty hype.
Yeah, not a bad start at all.
Yeah, definitely one of the better starts. I think we've had an early space jump in both races, actually. This is just the only one with like an actual space jump start.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where the space jump was in the last race, but it was early for sure. BrakeJake didn't even do the D-boost, actually putting that space jump to use right away to get that morph. Being told the game audio is desynced and loud. Always a great combination of things to beat.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do about the desync and the loudness.
Yeah, we don't have a powerbomb start, so we just have to do the regular early game.
I have time to fix this rather than track. I'm popping off.
This is the best news possible for us.
Okay, where is the button to do this?
It actually gives me time to open things. The rest of the viewers can just watch in silence as we fix things on our end and don't say anything about it.
Okay.
See if Nikplayer can actually, or rather, we'll see if BrakeJake can have a better climb than last time. That was a big difference in the early game. Nikplayer had a really clean climb, and BrakeJake actually lost a lot of time. Hasn't had the cleanest climb ever, but definitely a lot better than it was in Game 1.
Yeah.
I believe Nikplayer's stream is like 3-ish seconds ahead of BrakeJake. It's hard to say exactly because BrakeJake didn't start a timer, of course.
Yeah, the classic.
The classic. An early Ice Beam start. I know a lot of people really dislike having Ice Beam early. I am not one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think the good of having an Ice Beam at all is better than the bad of having an Ice Beam early. But
yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, but I won't lie. I have a couple of times been tempted to turn it off at some junctures, but in general, I don't want to do 2 entire pauses just for Ice Beam. Just
BrakeJake did turn it off. So We've actually got a little bit of difference. Nikplayer keeping it on, BrakeJake. Not going to bother with it for now. So we get our first portal check. It is Red Tower again. So, a couple things we can do here. We can go up, although it is a point of no return if we don't find a power bomb there or good portals to follow. Looks like Nikplayer is going to do the more sensible option, go down, get the Spazer check in, get the bottom 2 portals that don't require a power bomb. We'll see what we find from there. The vanilla bombs are pretty good. That means if everything busts here in Red Tower, we can get to the other side of Criteria. Although that is a bit of a last resort, I would say.
Yeah, also going back there is to middle Red Tower is kind of not poggers. But I mean it's fine. We've done worse things.
Well, won't matter if we find a good portal to follow, and I guess it doesn't matter either way, because...
Yeah, here we are in West Criteria.
That's where we needed to be. We do get a major check out of this, and another portal, which is Kraid. Again, over here on the west side of Criteria. Last time it was at the Kago portal, this time it's at G4.
Yeah, this is actually really annoying, because you want to have a power bomb to check this minor. But... unfortunately, we don't.
It's not.
Yeah, kind of makes me want to not just not check it in general, because this Fantine fight is also very unpoggers.
That's fine. It's a little dangerous, but it's not too miserable as long as you don't get owned on drops.
It's not good and it's not fast. I don't know.
I would have used supers on the pirate,
checking Terminator, like BrakeJake is doing, before checking the portal might have been a good idea.
Well,
okay, this is
Ridley again.
So we're just not fighting it.
Epic.
Yeah, this tank will not help with BrakeJake's Ridley fight that he won't be doing.
Yeah, a bit away from being able to fight Ridley. And by a bit, I mean at least like 4 items.
Yeah, at least like 20 minutes probably.
But hey,
okay.
There's our Ridley.
Nikplayer will check this and then go back to Red Rune for the last portal in all likelihood.
Yeah, I don't think either player has seen the above grade portal.
That is correct. But yeah, if that's not like a Green Bryn or a business center or something, we're gonna be kind of sad. Probably we're just gonna end up going up Red Tower anyway, because there's not many other good portals to do. Not that going up Red Tower without power bombs is good, but it's what's on offer.
Well,
this is a business center, though.
Yeah, business center. You see it. It's time to do it. Yep, I would have picked the portal first, but that's okay. Not the biggest deal.
Yeah, I've seen more and more people like to check the portal after doing the items, which I personally don't do, just because I'm afraid. Because I want the knowledge now.
Yeah, exactly.
You're to pay a potential 6 seconds for it.
That's my thoughts. Maybe you can make the argument if you're entering from the other side to not check like the Greatmouth portal, but if it's the portal right next to the elevator, then I would just check it.
Yeah.
But again, not a huge deal.
Yeah, both schools of thought are valid, in my opinion. BrakeJake is also on Team Sweaty, doing the portal afterward.
Well, we'll never know what the portal is.
Yeah, because Nikplayer is just gonna find Varia here and then go to Rebel Mountain.
Just skip the portal entirely. Don't need it.
It's the bad ending. That's actually why I want to check the portal in case I find Varia. It's like, well, I would love to stay here.
Yeah, it's like you find Varia and then the portal sucks, so when you go back to check it, you're like, oh, wait, why did I come back up here? I'm just doing 2 elevators. Doesn't matter, it's just an E-tank. Technically possible to get to Bubble Mountain. I have a sneaking suspicion we will not see it.
Yeah, I agree. Bubble Mountain kind of sucks on this loadout. It's possible. Nikplayer, nice ice escape with space jump. Also has ice to do normal ice escape, but space jump is faster.
Well, finally, after many years, we finally get to know what this portal is. And it is not one you want to see.
And very epic. BrakeJake is electing to not do ice, because he's only got 1 tank and an empty reserve. So...
yeah, we'll miss out on that second E-tank.
Yeah, but does catch up a considerable amount of time, at least for now. Yeah, now we're back to Red Tower. Looks like Nikplayer will be going up to the top, get his 1 miner check, and then 2 portals.
You got the nice save here in Red Tower, so you can check the top without risk of soft lock.
Yeah.
Although the odds of this being a portal we want to follow is very high, because there isn't a lot left to do.
I mean, I think we just need to find power bombs and then the seed will be fine, is my suspicion. But we'll see.
Nikplayer gonna check for these power bombs here at their home, their vanilla location. Just a missile though, so we will have to find another way out of this area, this top of Red Tower, either through another portal or through a reset.
Portals coming up for Nikplayer. First one is single chamber, not really helpful.
Yeah, can't do much there. You technically have the bombs to get through, but not quite enough health even. Well, maybe if you have full health you can do it, but it's tight.
Just like you would rather be doing other things, like checking the other portal.
Green Bryn? There it is.
Yeah. Now you just find your power on so surely.
And of course, this is where the game wants us to go. Dash Randomizer has point of no return logic. You can be expected to go past the power bomb door to find your logical power bombs and whatever else is here in Green Bryn. Might not be power bombs actually, but it's a pretty good chance there is. Nikplayer gonna check this bottom portal first. Find a back of wrecked ship. BrakeJake gonna do the same. I know some people like to skip this portal check, depending on the situation. I usually do it regardless of situation, personally, but there are definitely arguments to be skipping it. It is pretty out of the way, and away from all of the other things in Green Bryn that are so good that you want to be doing.
Yeah. I remember I used to think skipping that portal was good, but I now disagree. I think you just want the portal knowledge, even if you're going away from the body of Green Bryn. but
I think BrakeJake
BrakeJake is, yeah, he is skipping it for now.
And now we are synced up. BrakeJake doing a couple of skips, skipping the Ice Beam check and that bottom green Bryn portal check.
And there's the
we
power
are very
bombs.
close. We've
So,
got our first power bomb, which is really good to find here because it means we can not leave behind the wave gate. BrakeJake does need to be a little bit careful. A hit from the big hopper is lethal with this health. You're gonna see him go out of the way for that big health drop just to make sure.
yeah, not anymore. Just don't want to
Oh,
worry about it.
he needed
But
it.
There it is. Did take the big hit.
Yeah, a little scary, but it should be fine. If you hug the left wall on your way out, you'll take a hit from the small pirate or the small hopper every time.
Yep.
So BrakeJake should be able to get out no problem. Actually, Nikplayer avoided it entirely. Good little movement there.
Didn't strat correctly and got lucky to have the small hoppers do smaller jumps. BrakeJake did the same strat but got different RNG, so got hit.
Hopper decided to be mean to the person with no health, of course.
The rich get richer.
I think in this case it's more of the poor get poorer.
Well, yeah, but
It's the same in effect.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of getting richer, nice various suit here in Green Bryn. Going to open up a lot of things if we want to potentially go back into Upper Norfair from here. That various suit's going to make that a lot more doable. Potentially see a Bubble Mountain play. Samus is very white. I don't know what sprite this is. You have more knowledge on that than I do.
Same sprite that Nikplayer used last race, the Kaizo Samus.
Makes sense. I just forgot what it looked like because it was green the whole time. Because we got gravity so early.
Yeah. That is what the gravity sprite is. Other sprites that have green gravity suits are including the Subversion sprite. Well, it's the Metroid suit, the actual Subversion hack, but that's usually made into the gravity suit, and then Power suit is just purple, like gravity suit in vanilla.
Nice E-tank for Nikplayer. Gonna be really nice for BrakeJake, who is not as healthy as you'd like to be after the big hopper hit.
More fun sprite lore while we're still in Green Brinstar. The reason that Kaizo Samus is green when you get gravity suit is because the hack was made by someone going by the name of Green Samus. So, there's your trivia on really old Super Metroid ROM hack lore.
I'll have to keep that in mind for my my next game of trivia.
Yeah. Very, very relevant, as we all know.
Very useful information to have. And we
Here's
see...
back of Ellen. This is...
Okay, Nikplayer is thinking twice about this, maybe.
I don't know.
The problem with this, like, it's actually not terrible, but, like, if you find a Dragon here, you are cooked, right? Because there's nothing you can do to get out of Dragon here.
Yeah, the problem is, if you find a Dragon here and you don't find another Power Bomb in the 3 minor checks you get before Ridley, well, the boss, then your life is over. If it's not Dragon, your Ridley's kind of miserable, but it's doable. It's very doable now. You just need to hit a bunch of Power Bombs.
BrakeJake debating on whether he wants to do this. He's really thinking about this, but it's just too bad. Like, that's just too bad.
No. I think Nikplayer is making the play I wished that I had the balls to make. Because, like, I think on average this is the correct play. I'm just too afraid of getting destroyed by a Dragon. The real problem is that leaving this behind sucks, and that speed is really, really nice for Nikplayer.
Vanilla Ridley is well. Actually, no, it's not Vanilla Ridley. Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget
Oh
I
yeah,
said
we
it.
also we do know it's not really, which arguably does make this worse because now it's 1 and 3 of Dragon versus 1 and 4.
Right. I just feel like the chance to get owned is too high to do this. Even if it works, I don't think I would say this is the correct play.
If you knew it wasn't, if we found Dragon at Kraid versus if we found Ridley at Kraid, then you absolutely do this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think this is like very much like the way he's thinking about this is he's like playing for the good route and he's trying to make the good route work versus playing for the, I guess, the safer route.
Yeah, it's you're never really getting back to this back of LN easily. So you'd have to do a front-to-front LN if you're not doing it now. Another powerbomb does make Dragon possible.
Okay, this is possible now. Yeah, Fringo also does point out you could just, in chat, you could just get a spike suit at Firefly and carry it to Ridley and do the entire fight with it, but that is... Number one, he didn't know that going into LN, and number two, that is just miserable. It's so easy to mess it up.
Hmm.
It is possible, though. You could do it. You could make that happen. It's just not good. Okay, it is now judgment time for Nikplayer, but first you have to farm to entirely full ammo because of Ridley. Well, no, you don't. You don't have Ridley. Ridley's a Kraid. I take that back.
You have to make sure you have enough.
You have some ammo. It is Kraid. Nice.
All right, that's really big for Nikplayer.
Yeah, that's really huge because now he's on a really good route and has the boss down. And BrakeJake has elected to go through Greenburn and check the portal that he didn't know about, which is back of ship at New Bridge. We have not, DJ.
BrakeJake gonna need to use that space jump to break the plane of the water. Having a little bit of trouble. Nikplayer actually gets a grapple beam there, which, funny enough, if he did fight Dragon, that would have been the easiest way to get out.
Yeah. It's really funny that we live in the era where high jumpless grapple escape is the easy way.
It's not that hard.
No, it's not. I agree. But it's like, if you told, like, if somebody heard you say that in 2017, they would think you're insane.
Well, I mean, we are insane. We're still playing Super Metroid in current year.
True. We are still playing Area Rando.
BrakeJake has spent a lot of time thinking standing still, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed, but like, I don't dislike the general idea of like, you want to be making sure you know what you're doing, but you also gotta go, you know? You're spending a lot of time standing still.
Yeah, if I'm ever spending more than like 3 seconds standing still making a decision, then I'm actively... Well, no, that's not a lie. If I'm ever standing still making a decision ever, I'm hating my life. If I'm spending more than 3 seconds doing that, then I'm actually just hating my life. A lot of the times I just like run back and forth.
Oh, I'm a known run back and forther. If I see like a bad portal that I kind of have to take, I'll run around for a second. Like, am I doing this? Do I really have to?
If I really like get closer to where I'm going, get closer to the portal, get closer to where I'm going, as my brain is thinking through what's happening. Also, nice vanilla fan tune for BrakeJake.
We also have a vanilla Dre.
This is true.
It's actually interesting. There's some implications for potential getting out of that room.
That's true, yeah. Fantune is the annoying one. Requires Spring Ball or Speed plus being actually insane.
Oh my gosh, Nikplayer going for the morph under the Key Hunter instead of Plasma shooting through it. It was...
Yeah, I think he would have died if he took it.
Oh, absolutely. I think he has enough reserve that it would have refilled completely and reset his iframes. So he would have just gotten double hit and perished.
Yeah. But he is
It's a pretty epic feature, by the way, that they didn't reset iframes. Good job, developers. For
Well,
nothing.
I mean, they gave you iframes. Iframes just run out during the reserve activation, and then it's like, oh, the reserve activation is done, but you don't have iframes, and you're inside an enemy, so you're taking a hit. Have fun.
BrakeJake shot super Fantoon, I think a missile or two. Just kind of stood there taking the first few enraged cycles. Like, is this really how I'm... Everything's going so wrong this
real
series. And now,
oh
my gosh, he's a lot of missiles. It was like 3 or 4. I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking that might have been the case.
Yeah, I think Nikplayer did actually need to pull at reserve. Nice high jump, by the way. I think it was like an 80, and I think the minimum you need is 83, if I recall correctly. I remember I tested it at one point, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure you need 83 to do Waterway Spark. Yeah, now Nikplayer, right. Yeah, is in theory just ammo charge mode, but this is pretty terrible ammo.
Yeah, no kidding. If you want to do a full RBO, East Meridia with the grapple escape plus spike suit to get out of Precious Room, that is open to you.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure Nikplayer is comfy with that.
I wouldn't say comfy, but I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah, sorry, I mean comfy as in he'd be comfortable making himself do that, not as in it's a comfy thing to do.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We are missing one more red tower portal at the tube. I suspect Nikplayer's going there. Probably gonna check X-ray first. I might take the Sloater's refill before doing X-ray because I'm a coward.
I think that's what Nikplayer was planning on doing, and then will be sad when he sees that the powerbomb blocks have reformed. Because that's how Super Metroid works.
It's like, I'm so smart, I'm gonna break these blocks and then come back after I refill.
Yeah, if the refill were in the same room, that would work.
True. Make it happen. Mass. This is the change we've all been dying to see.
Yeah.
BrakeJake is at the top of ship here. Look at this.
Yeah.
He's riding the chirper to victory. To another super at least. That's actually a pretty good find.
Yeah, no speed either. This is I guess this is the third speedless top of ship that I've seen today, because Sam and Stern Fringo both did it in one of their races.
Was it required?
No.
Epic.
Well, it had speed. I don't think the speed was required.
Mm-hmm. We find a spring ball at X-ray, by the way, so that makes the potential East Meridia play a lot nicer. You don't have to worry about anything, really. You've got the easy grapple escape with high jump, and then the easy Precious Room escape with spring ball.
Yep. Yeah, or the DSBJ, if you want to do that instead of grapple escaping for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mentioned yesterday there are people who prefer that, specifically people who learn to play rando with map rando, and DSBJing is significantly more useful than grapple jumping in that, because you can do it in other rooms too.
Yeah, just an E-tank at gravity. I don't know if BrakeJake looked at, what was that, the reserve?
I don't believe so.
Rock door here, which is actually really interesting, because now if he wants, Nikplayer can go and do all of the mountain, and then he has
that's 3 red tower to Norfair connections, by the way. if I'm tracking correctly.
Yeah, that's correct. Also, BrakeJake just found Turian at the front of ship.
That
which is a problem.
yeah, that's not great.
Yeah,
Not what you
this
wanted
is
to see for sure.
not good because now the problem is getting through back of ship. He can get out, I'm pretty sure. He has space and ice. And hopefully he remembers.
Yeah, he doesn't have high jump. This is tough.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a problem for BrakeJake.
Not good at all. The space jump does make it possible though, like you say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's possible on nothing because of Beast Ocean, but Beast Ocean is terrible.
Listen, possible if you're Bob doesn't mean it's possible for.
Hey! Simo came up with that, not Bob.
Okay, but they are also not human, so that still doesn't count.
True. Yeah. We also have not checked Rex B tanks, so.
Yeah, that could have been gravity, but unfortunately it is not. It could still technically be gravity at the wreck ship reserve, which would be epic.
Yeah, that would be worlds upon worlds of funny.
It'd be funny for us. For worlds upon worlds, I think Nikplayer and especially BrakeJake may have different opinions. Okay, so you need to do like a flatly here. Does that break the plane without high jump?
No. What you need to do with space jump only is you do a flatly and then you do a really stupid wall jump, and it's like, I think it's like close to an uwu.
Is what you love to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do like a wall jump off the wall and gain height.
Off the wall or off the platform?
Off the wall.
Okay. In that case, it doesn't look like BrakeJake knows how to get out, which is...
Yeah. This is the better way, is you get across here using ice and then you break the plane with space later. And killing this enemy is very bad.
I think BrakeJake is actually stuck with that enemy dead. I think this is the pit.
I don't think he is. I think he can backtrack, but... Okay, but yeah, this is reasonable. But yeah, welcome to Shambleville. Getting out of ship with space and ice only. Oh.
This is a...
Yeah, this is worse than I thought.
Not a good save. Oh dear.
You know, I thought he saved before the ship boss, and I was like, oh, this is fine. And I feel like that might have been what he thought too. But...
Well, he...
Unfortunately, that is not the case.
Hasn't reset in the race time room, so he is still going, but...
Yeah.
He's got to take a moment to recollect his thoughts. I mean, when something like this happens, you know you're not winning, right?
Yeah,
but
that is just how it goes.
It's like you also don't want to give up. There's the very small chance that your opponent somehow made even worse mistakes. So it's like, where are we even? Like, where is this?
We're supering the ceiling. That's where we're at.
I don't blame him for that. What was that mode portal?
Chronic.
That makes sense. Wait, this is a wild map, actually. We have to go to Meme Route for West Meridia, which we haven't seen yet. And that contains both East Meridia portals and Croc.
Yeah. Yeah, I just looked at that, and that is very wild, actually.
Yeah, Nikplayer's not going to go to Meme Route because he doesn't have the Turian knowledge. So he's just going to go to ship and also be in shambles. Although significantly less shambles than the situation his opponent is in at the moment.
Yeah, now I'm trying to like think about what would I do if I was in Nikplayer's situation.
I mean, it's just go to ship and then check the front, hope that isn't exactly Turian or Croc.
Yeah, this is true. It's just like, it's from his perspective, it's so likely to just be any west portal or any east portal. Or even Croc is good. It's like Turian is the only bad portal there.
Oh
And
yeah,
you're
I
beat
guess
boss.
Croc is fine because then you have to go to meme route anyways. But that's where the game ends. It's
Yeah.
it's just here's exactly Turian. It's a dead end, and you have to come back to it.
Yeah, because this game sucks.
What an awesome map!
Yeah. Oh, and BrakeJake takes a death going to ice. And did Nikplayer ever kill the Ridley at Crate on West Criteria?
I don't think so. Which actually makes the going to meme route play there a little bit more interesting. I think I'm still always going to ship here, but
Yeah. I'm just trying to like.
But no, neither
I
player
feel
has
like what
killed.
you can do is you can just go to West Criteria, kill the Ridley at Crate, and then do all that other stuff. Climb Red Tower and go to ship. Because like the way you're thinking about it is, it's very likely that front of ship is just going to the place where the game ends anyway. So you just want to have all your bosses dead before that, including Ridley. So
It's reasonable. Yeah, maybe going to Crate first is better, actually.
but it's also just like it won't matter because Turian is here and it's just a tragedy.
Yeah. Gets rewarded question mark. You're not gonna call having to navigate this map a reward at all, but
yeah, I hesitate to call this a reward. But
it does nullify a slight mistake by Nikplayer. Actually, would have been a pretty big mistake if it led to West Ocean here at the front of ship, because then there's no good way back to Grade Slayer. We get double enraged by that.
Yeah, let's go.
I think this one was just one missile short, instead of BrakeJake's a few. But I could be wrong. I didn't see exactly how the first round went. If he got a perfect first round, then he was one short. Okay.
Okay, one missile.
I think BrakeJake is making this Bubble Mountain play, by the way. Just like,
yeah, that's what I am thinking.
I assume that's what we're farming for. And I think the play is fine in his position. It's like, you need to do something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that something you can do is just press the forfeit button and do something better with the next 30 minutes of your life, but I digress.
You don't want to do that in a race, though. Even though...
Yeah.
Yeah, you really want to, but you don't want to, you know?
You really want to. Also, I will say, God bless not having time differential tiebreakers in groups, because that makes it incentivized to play out miserable races like this. And that always makes my life miserable personally. I just was reminded of that.
Wait, BrakeJake got like 4 no drops in a row and he only had 17 reserve? What?
Apparently. I think he makes this though. Just barely.
Barely.
3 health.
He actually would have done better if he didn't pause to open the reserve, because that slowed down his space jump. I think he would have gotten... That was close, by the way. But I think he would have gotten across without popping the reserve.
Definitely possible. Yeah, Nikplayer saving before he checks this, because he's going to use the save again to reset whatever portal it is if it's not something good. I don't know. I guess from his perspective, it's so unlikely that you're resetting this portal, though. I don't know. I'm just a big hater on the save before extra B tank. Is the real
Yeah, I mean,
problem.
like... Another thing that kind of sounds crazy to people in 2017, but like, it's not hard to get to the E-Tank. Like, Spike Room of Death is not a difficult room at all if you know what you're doing, and it's not it's not that hard to know what you're doing either. You just like don't KO the platforms.
Yeah.
So, that safety save doesn't really do anything because you're not going to die there at this level.
Yeah, I agree. Where are we going? Did Nikplayer check the front of Turian of ship?
I didn't see it.
'Cause
And if we did, then why are we safe?
What is happening? Did Nick is like he's trying to like go and get Kraid done or something and then go to meme route? Is that what's happening here?
I think so. He might have realized like wait a second. If this is where the game ends, I don't have Kraid Slayer done, and I have to go back for it now. So like kind of minimizing his losses. I still would have checked the portal though.
Yeah, like at that point, you're this committed. I think you just get the knowledge. But I think this is fine. In like it seems ridiculous. And I don't think it's great, but I don't think it's that bad. You're just in a bad spot anyway. So maybe this was his plan all along, and he just muscle memory reset after E-Tank or something. Now he's just going back to criteria, does Kraid, and then does meme route, and figures out the sad truth that Turian is at the front of ship.
Right. Which, again, ends up kind of working out that he didn't check it. He saves a marginal amount of time. Surprised BrakeJake did all this farming in Bubble Mountain and didn't actually grab that item until he went to the farm. But I digress. It's far from the biggest problem he's facing at the moment.
This is true. Okay, we made it to criteria. And Nikplayer is now going to do his third boss.
Yep, finally gonna get that Ridley down.
Yeah, good.
Ammo situation is still not perfect. Better than it was, but we're still quite a ways off of being able to finish the game. We do finally get to check this major, or this minor though, at Kraid.
Well, we also
Party
get to check the
zone.
major too.
I don't actually know what this room is called. I heard Maniacal call it Party Zone once, and of course it's a power bomb, so it doesn't help us at all.
I don't know. Something along the lines of Kraid Key Hunter Room is what I've heard is the official name, but I've also heard Party Zone or Party Room or something. It's definitely a party.
It's definitely a party. And Charge can't be, or can Charge be behind Ridley? I'm trying to remember.
No, Charge can be behind Ridley, yes.
Okay. For some reason I was thinking Chozo logic.
No, yeah. I don't think Major Minor has charge logic for stuff like Ridley.
Gonna skip that E-Tank.
Brave.
I still like getting to 7 for stand-up, even if I don't even have charge yet.
Yeah,
But
it's like, what if you find charge now? And you can still also save time with stand-up by manipulating the cutscene, even if you don't have a beam to hurt Mother Brain with. It just only saves like
I mean, you can,
4
but
seconds. So it's not worth it to pick up.
it's still a negative time investment.
Yeah.
What's BrakeJake doing? Just getting full health, I guess. For this check, I believe this was grapple? Or no? Oh my god, BrakeJake. Everything has gone wrong immediately.
I think that was the worst that room could have possibly gone.
Got knocked into a vat of boiling lava and then bullied relentlessly. Goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he is down his speed tank.
Yeah, he can get it back. But he can also just go to North Reserve on this anyway.
Just super the Garuda, please. Just kill it.
We're going back to
What's
ship.
the problem? Wait.
I'm going to feel very bad for Nikplayer in about like 3 minutes. Yeah, he didn't ship save. He's going to be very sad when he gets the news that it's Turian.
Yeah, again, it's like why are we not checking front of ship? Even with what we said, like you check it, it's a good portal, and you still go back for crate. That's fine. But like,
Yeah,
you have to check the front of ship there. Now we're just in misery. In Missouri.
He's in Poland, I think. But
That's true, actually.
close enough.
Basically the same place. Noted.
Exactly.
Resident Missouri in DJ in chat. I don't know what you call people from Missouri.
Is he actually? I guess that makes sense.
I think so. Surely I'm not making this up.
Either way, yeah, this is just gonna be Giga Punish for Nikplayer. Yeah. Missourian? Okay. I'll take your word for it. As the resident Missourian.
As the non-Missourian.
Yeah. M&Ms are funny. What can I say?
This is kind of hard to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Nikplayer going to be in shambles, and BrakeJake, well, you already know what situation BrakeJake is in.
Yeah. It's like
you don't love to see both players just having the worst time of their lives, right?
yeah, they're oh no, are we doing top of ship? What's happening here?
Why? We can beat the game. What are we looking for?
Beat the game, please. We want to stop commentating as soon as possible.
BrakeJake having another bit of a think. Bit of a reminisce, I guess.
Yeah, the way the map is working out is we know meme route goes to some portal in West Meridia or East Meridia, which between them contain all of East and Croc.
Oh yeah, it could technically be East, and then there's a self-connecting West.
Yeah, it could just be meme route to East and then the other side of East. Oh, he's doing it for ammo. Yeah, because his ammo is just terrible, and he's just getting, I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, he's missing out on like snail clip and stuff because he doesn't have gravity. Yeah, it does kind of.
I guess that's fine.
I guess, yeah. It's like your options are terrible anyway. The real kicker is he didn't do attic missile, but.
I mean, that one's a bit too miserable, I think. You're like, surely you're not in a position where attic. Well, he's not.
If you're doing this for ammo, you should do it. Oh, well.
I guess it's fine if you bailed after Maze Missile, but I still don't know if I would have done that.
Yeah, I do think it's very, very conservative, but I think it's fine just doing it, just bailing after Maze Missile. But this is a lot.
Right. And keep in mind, Nikplayer still doesn't know that he's about to get the very bad news at the portal.
Yes.
This is one of the races of all time, says chat. Unfortunately, I have to agree.
Yeah. This is
We
definitely...
haven't seen... BrakeJake didn't check this. It could be gravity or charge.
True.
Could also be Spazer.
Yeah, or any
Also
other
be the
item we
third
haven't seen
reserve.
yet.
Well, sure.
Well,
Who cares, dog?
it had to be somewhere.
Who cares? It was actually pretty likely that it was there because we've seen so much, and like all that's left is Meridia.
And Screw Attack. We haven't seen Screw Attack. Or, yeah, we haven't seen Mama Turtle, Botsman E-Tank, either Croc, Screw Attack, and that. So I guess it was 1 and 6. Well, 2 and 7, really. Which I don't think was worth, but it is what it is.
I mean, because it was gravity, I think it will come out to be time positive. I think?
Yes.
I guess, yeah. I think.
Yeah, if the
It just-
Miram portal goes to East, then it definitely saves time, I think.
I was thinking the other way around. If the meme route portal goes to West, because we have to go through 2 water areas.
Well, you should go through West anyway to look for Turian.
Which is not Turian. It's at the front of ship.
Oh, yeah, no,
finally
you're right.
checked it.
I was still in the mindset of this seat is reasonable and has a good map, and Turian isn't at the front of ship.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've known for a while that is, we do not live in such a fantasy land.
No, look, I took it off my tracker so that I could like think through Nikplayer's mind, and then
Then you
that
forgot.
mind became my reality.
You thought I was just saying like he hasn't checked front of ship for fun? Like, you're like, wow, what's gonna be here?
We'll see. But no, yeah, no, you're just right. I forgot.
It happens. It's one of those seeds, one of those races.
Yeah.
We're all a little bit. There's a little bit less of us left after this one.
Yeah.
You know,
The game gets a little of you.
exactly.
And that just keeps happening for years. And then you're just a random degenerate 5 years later or whatever.
We're spending our time on this beautiful Earth, playing a seed where we have to backtrack through 7 areas to get back to Turkey at the end.
Actually count that?
No, but it's. I think I'm right. I think it might be more. Hold on. Assuming there's not a self connect and we are in West, so you're going from East Meridia to West Meridia to Criteria to
Red Bryn to Green Bryn to Turian.
ship Turian. I didn't
Yeah, you
count.
just go through every area except for both Norfairs and Croc.
Awesome.
That is monumental. This is great.
Yeah, it's 7 if you count Turian, but
Yeah,
I
so
will
6.
count it because that means I was correct.
I won't count it because it means you're wrong. Got him.
What the heck?
Yeah. So now, I will be interested to see how long this backtrack takes from last boss to Turian, because I think it's actually just going to be like 10 minutes.
I don't love this ammo check, by the way. I think there are faster ones we will be able to do.
I
Like
think
if we're
the
still
thing
missing
is-
ammo, I would have done it on the way back up.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if you can do it on the way back and it's no faster and no slower.
Like, you just like spark aqueduct, you check precious.
Yeah.
There's some pretty
Then you do all this
fast
stuff.
West Meridia checks depending on where you enter.
Yep.
Because you have gravity now. This one I don't mind doing on the way there.
Yeah, this
And
is
it's
good.
good.
It's 6550. So in theory, we're just a missile short, which makes 230 even worse.
Right.
If Nikplayer.
This is not the best old Mother Brain. One room that ice makes
It's not a good
miserable.
room.
Old Mother, maybe the worst room in the game to have ice in.
Yeah, I always just missile every pirate, even
That's
though
usually
they're
what I do,
P-shots. Yeah, just because it's not good, but you're getting missile drops in like an early game at least, and it's also just so bad to shoot everyone twice in that room.
Alright, well there's our go mode ammo technically. Here at the behind morph item.
Let's go.
I was kind of hoping for the East Meridia connection. Partially because it would be funny, and partially for our sakes, because it would have been faster. And there's another super. Now Nikplayer is just good to go. No
Yeah.
reason to keep checking things.
I was
Chat
going to
brings
answer the
out-
question, chat, of what if they both forfeit? And then I realized that I shouldn't, because DJ is just here and he can answer.
Okay. We have the tournament admin who made the rule. But yeah, if both players
I
forfeit.
mean, I
then
was assuming
we
it
have
was
to
a
race again.
race. Like, that is the thing that makes the most sense, since you have, like, the entire month to play the races. You can just race again if it's double forfeit.
Right. Don't even have to do it right away. You can just schedule it later.
Yeah.
We find a croc at Redfish, so both of the East Meridia portals are at the bottom of the area. Things are even worse.
Yeah.
it just
There's
keeps coming.
Yeah. There's a really sick Mappo strat. Nikplayer did like half of it, where you moonfall from the top, like the Redfish room, to the bottom of Everest, and it's like really ancient. I think Freya's named it like Starfall in like, I don't know, 2019 or 2020, back when people ran old route Mappo. And I should relearn it because it's sometimes useful in area rando. Yeah, now gravity is actually just OP, and I think it will have saved Nikplayer time overall.
Getting from the bottom of West Meridia to the top is pretty miserable without gravity. It could have been even worse. We could have seen the front of the East at Meridia map. So this
Yeah, that is true.
scared
I
us.
think at that time you just go out the
Amber.
back,
Probably, yeah.
just because
Well-
it's so much better.
It's probably faster. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's
At the
even, but it
vertical
just
spark?
depends on how good your crab holes are.
Mm-hmm. Do you check behind Dre in this situation?
Absolutely not. I think that is criminal
Mhm.
overchecking.
Oh yeah, I mean, like it's a egregious overcheck, but like, I want to know at this point. Who cares? You know,
Yeah, but BrakeJake hasn't forfeited in the race time room, so
that's true. BrakeJake never
If I
forfeited.
make
He
other
just
shoes-
left, went to go make some food, get a walk in, clear his head after the epic
pretty based, honestly.
situation he found himself in.
Yeah.
Oh, BrakeJake did FF. He FF'd like a minute ago.
Oh.
So he actually
I
did
think-
like get up, go do something for like 15 minutes, and then forfeit when he came back.
Seems reasonable. Nikplayer takes care of Dragon. Yes, you do.
Not too difficult of a fight. Had plenty of options at his disposal.
Yep. Chose the grapple. But had, I think Spark is the other good one. Then ammo exists as well. Nice
Yeah.
wobble.
Did he do a spark at the beginning? I didn't see.
I also didn't see.
Well, really lost to time until
Yeah.
we look at the VOD that is on twitch.tv/speedgaming.
So true. As if I'm totally gonna do that.
All right, one area. We're out of east.
What? Yeah.
One.
Oh, this is counting with Nikplayer. How long can the backtrack possibly be?
Yeah.
And the answer
Forgot
is
to
very...
look at the timer when he finished the boss.
Yeah, I'll count as like 58 something. Just because that makes it funny.
Sure. All right, 2. Done with east, or done with west.
Yeah, that one wasn't that long.
Well, yeah, you have gravity speed. It turns out West Meridia is a pretty small area when you have the tools to navigate it. Yeah, now we have the long area to traverse because we have to go all the way from the bottom. Pretty cool.
You could Spark here. I don't even know if it's a time save, honestly. But it feels cool, so I try to do it sometimes. The real problem is
the issue with the issue with sparking is Nikplayer didn't actually have the health to do a full spark. Unless he emptied reserves, but then he's pausing to empty reserves and he's just losing time.
Yeah, then you're just losing time. High jump is a pretty good item. I should mark the boss that he killed. I'm gonna blame Speedgaming Tracker for that one. You get 1.
Yep, MM2 has been tracking as well. Also set up the restream. Kind of did all of the things, perhaps.
3.
Anyways, 3. Done with the hard one,
Can't let you
or
forget.
the long one.
Is that one the long one, or is Ship the long one?
They're both pretty close. I was thinking Criteria's the long one because of Elevator.
I think Criteria's the long one. Oh, weird.
Oh my gosh, someone in chat said the player is moving so well, and then he found 3 Vile Plumes.
Yeah.
Let's chat
Maybe
curse.
He saw the forfeit and just decided to mess around.
Cursed by chat. A fate worse than death. This is the right portal,
So
right?
true. Yes.
Yeah, it's 4. I'm not gonna stop, by the way. I'm doing this until
No. I think you should keep going. I'm just not doing it because I don't want to like infringe on your thing.
Okay.
I can do it if you want.
No, I got it.
5.
5. That was the short one.
Yeah.
Well, Redburn was just as short if we ignore the Vile Plume incident times 3.
Yeah.
Vile Plume incidents, plural. You remember all Vile Plumes RTA? You ever
I
play
was
that?
about to mention that actually.
I had world record in it at one point.
Did you? I think it was before my time. I was there
well before your time. Also, it was before anyone else played the category. But
I was there for
technically-
real-time CAC attack.
That one was a pretty hype category.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's actually
it was
like not that bad. It's like the first half of high mid route, and then you just go back to upper north for no reason.
pretty hype. But yeah, I am technically a former Super Metroid world record holder, so you gotta put some more respect on my name.
Hey, did you ever forget about reverse beam order? What the heck?
That's true. I'm a current Super. Actually, that's not true. I think
No, MGA has that, I think. Yeah, but you had that for a hot minute.
I had it for a
Sometimes
while.
Yeah, sometimes I think about running reverse beam order.
All right,
and I'm
6. We made it.
Yeah, 6. Let's go. Is hot like 6-minute backtrack or something. Yeah, sometimes I think about running reverse beam order, and I'm like, that seems fun, and then I don't do it. And then I do other things for a year and a half.
That's okay. That's how I feel about playing vanilla in general.
It's so true.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna do a little any %. Then I don't.
We should do a GT Classic run for the GT Classic tournament.
When does that start? I saw some people doing GT Classic for it, but I don't actually know when it starts.
The way it works is the qualifiers have already started. You have to do a race of GT Classic, and your best race of GT Classic in the month of August is your qualifying time.
Okay, just in the whole month?
Yeah. Like, any race time race of GT Classic counts. You just gotta do one. But you can do many more than one.
Alright. You up saying Dragon died at 59:06, so it's
just under
4.5 minutes? 5.5?
5.5. Just under 6 minutes. That's pretty good.
What's funny is this is not going to be the slowest finish time in this tournament, despite that awful backtrack, because we had full items.
Yeah. If we didn't have gravity, that would have actually just been 10 minutes or something.
It would have been truly miserable.
Yeah, those are the good ones, where you don't have gravity suit.
Another nice boomer skip from Nikplayer.
Is it done? No wave this time. Fun fact, you can make it down the seaweed shaft with ice plasma because the shot cooldown on that beam is 12 frames. Like, you can make it down without landing on the beams that you're trying to shoot out. Well, the seaweed. Yeah, you just have to go pretty hard. But yeah. You can't do it with any other beam, I don't think, because you have to wait 15 frames between shots, but with ice plasma only, it's 12 for some reason.
Specifically ice plasma?
Yes, specifically ice plasma, or charge ice plasma as well.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dear Force New, what can I say? Yeah, we have much ammo.
Yeah.
We need, we have like nearly. We have, 22. 20, I don't know, like 24 or something missiles of leeway. Enough.
Yeah, could have had even more. There was a few, had a few missiles, sniped by turrets.
Yeah. 76 is pretty good.
And we are done with all the brain 2.
So now, fun cutscene.
We get to reflect on our journey. Our epic saga that got us here.
Yeah, we can actually talk about their group, which is... I don't remember it.
Well, I also don't remember. That's why I'm
I don't remember which group that they're in. I don't think it's the group of death.
No, this is oh yeah, this was Group E. It's the group where I was actually thinking it's the most even group. I think all 4 players are very good. Outside of Nikplayer and BrakeJake, there's Ace Zero and P-Toil, who
Oh yeah.
both solid
I just
runners in
pulled
their
up
own
their
right.
thread. Yeah, I do think Nikplayer is the best runner in this group.
Yeah, I mean,
But-
I was wondering if that
Yeah.
was the case, but especially after watching these
Yeah.
races, Nikplayer has been gaming. Obviously
Yeah,
had
he's
a
been
couple mistakes in this one, but had a really strong seed one, and his execution in both seeds has been top notch. This is a scary person to run into.
Yeah.
So
I hope I don't.
it would be nice. It might mean we have a pretty interesting battle for the 2 seed, though. All 3 players, I think, are very capable of getting out of this group, even if Nikplayer just runs the gauntlet.
Okay, escape is starting now.
We got a nice escape. We got the speed booster, so we can go the fast way.
Yeah, I always like to see how good my escapes are because I ran escape RTA on and off for a while.
Yep.
So
It's like a full old route escape, actually.
yeah,
Plus spring ball, but we didn't do the blue bomber.
well, you need screw attack to make full use of blue bomber because otherwise you do blue bomber and then you're really sad in next room when you don't have iframes.
Sure. Very true. Sorry, I never go for blue bomber because I'm a baby and I can only do easy
I
strats.
also don't. But 229 entering parlor is really solid. Another animal
Alright,
save,
Nikplayer.
let's go.
This one makes a little more sense with BrakeJake already having forfeit.
I do wonder if Nikplayer is just an animal saver now, though. I'll have to check his other races.
Maybe. With a very clean animal save, as chat points out. Yeah, all things considered, not the worst finish time ever. Nikplayer gets it done. Official race time of 1:11:58. Will win both best of ones against BrakeJake and move on to 2-0 in the group. GG's to Nikplayer.
GG's to Nikplayer. Also, GG's to BrakeJake. Good races. Really interesting for a lot of it, and then it was just a lot of misery near the end of game 2. But that's how it is.
It happens. Miserable seeds are inevitable. There's not much that can be done to prevent them.
This is true. A friendo, you'll get misery, whether you like it or not.
Sounds like Nikplayer might be coming in for an interview. While that's happening, let's look at the
Seems like
schedule. Believe it or not, it's the same as it was yesterday. We have a couple of races scheduled. One is next weekend, and one is the weekend after that. So, hard to say what the schedule is looking like. Pretty good chance that there will be some races scheduled in between now and Beamer versus Anthony on August 9th in 6 days. But unfortunately, we don't know who it will be and what time they will be playing. So you will just have to make sure to pay attention, Speedgaming, and find out. And now we wait.
Waiting. tempted to post waiting in the race room, but I don't want to. Stare.
There. It's a great emote.
It's fine. Oh, you did? Oh, didn't get the invite. Okay, give me a second. Classic. Probably just a bad Discord ID.
BrakeJake submitted, and then wrote Nikplayer for everything instead of Nikplayer 21.
Well, the thing is, you only get one field to enter all your opponent's stuff, and it's very sad.
Alright, that makes sense. These things will get resolved as the tournament progresses and all the runners actually get added to the field, so we can not manually enter them. But we are joined by Nikplayer. GG's on the wins. How you feeling?
Yes.
Hello, hello. Oh, nice.
Hello?
I feel very good about this race. This second seat was very awful. I must backtracking 2 times in the wrecked ship. That was such an awful seat because wrecked ship had Torian, and I forgot about it that one door transition on criteria. And I just realized I must visit this door transitions, and it get me West Meridia or East Meridia. Yeah, that second seat was awful.
Yeah. It was very not good, but you played really well in race 1, I will say. Just all around.
Yeah, thank you very much. But the first seat was also awful with no Varia suit. Jake told me that Varia was on Spring Ball.
Yep.
And yeah, but it was not so bad because I had 8 E-tanks or something like that, and Lone Warfare was Lone Warfare connected with Torian, so that I think no Varia suit on the seat was faster than take this Varia and go to Lone Warfare, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think game 1.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dirk.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't gonna say much.
I was just going to say, in game 2, Nikplayer, you made the really early LN play, going in with like 5 power bombs and no actual way to deal with Dragon. Obviously, you ended up getting a couple power bombs in the area, so if it was Dre, you could have gotten out with a CF. But I was wondering what your thoughts on that. Was it just like just hoping that things worked out? Because if it did, it was so good.
Yeah, I remember this because when I go Lone Warfare, I didn't realize that I get Dragon when when I routing half of Lone Warfare. Then I realized, oh fuck, I must when this is Dragon, I'm screwed. And luckily I got my power bomb, my third power bomb, and I was just okay. Now when I got Dragon, I must do this trick, but luckily I got great. That was a good decision, and I didn't find gravity here, but the boss was defeated here, so it was a good play, I think.
Yeah. I think it was like really aggressive, but I don't think it was necessarily bad because of how isolated LN was just from the rest of the map, with front of LN being at a business center that's not great to get to, and then back of LN is just in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
So I think it's reasonable, but there is definitely like the 1 in 3 that it just ends your life with Dragon being there.
Yeah, correctly, yeah.
So yeah.
That was really
Yeah.
the only question I had. You had really clean
Yeah, plus
2 seeds, other than a couple of routing shambles in the second one. I think you were playing really well, and wish you the best of luck with the rest of this group. Actually, what are your thoughts on the group you're in with BrakeJake, Ace, and Pito? Because I actually think this is a pretty balanced group, one of the most balanced groups in the tournament, honestly.
Yeah, I'm happy about my group. I got Ace, Jake, and Ptoy. I don't know about Ptoy. I don't know the last tournament I think I saw him was on Chozo tournament in 2022, but I can be wrong. Ace I knew from Hard Way to Hell. She beat Audaxis, and she's also a very good player. Jake also a good player because he won the Smart tournament. So it's it's a hard group, and I must always focus about the other players. But the group is very good. I'm happy about it.
yeah. I definitely think that it is obviously a hard group, but I think that, at least in my opinion, I would have you as the favorite to win most of your matches. So, looking forward to, well, I would say hopefully seeing you in bracket, but hopefully not, because if I play you, I'm afraid I'm going to lose.
Yeah, we will see.
Yeah, we'll see. Definitely, you made a really impressive run in Dash Mystery today. You got to show why that wasn't a fluke. So I'm excited to
Yeah.
hopefully see more of the same from that later in the tournament.
Yeah,
But yeah,
thank you.
GG's. Any final thoughts to say before we shut this off?
Not a, I'm very appreciative about it. You guys commentary in MN2 and Derp. I appreciate about it. Thank you all guys for watching us, and yeah, I looking forward to the next race.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Derp, for commentating with me. It's been a pleasure to get to talk over these races. But yeah, thank you all for watching this episode of the 2025 Super Metroid Randomizer Tournament. Next mission. Take care.
Bye-bye.